And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, here's Perine. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Play fake. Cousins. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. For Ezekiel Elliott last week against Denver, arguably his worst game as a pro. 9 carries, just 8 yards.
And the standard that he sets is so much higher, not just in the yardage, but in how he plays. Because one of the things about him coming out of Ohio State is
and the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Stacy McGee in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second down, Prescott. Now he's forced out right. And that is incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Des.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
3rd and long for Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense.
Now Perine is stripped of the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. 30. Past the 20. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. And maybe that That's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys, but in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They start on the ground with Pirine, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Second down, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Sean Lee in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 49. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Prescott from the gun. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Prescott. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On second down, Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Prescott from the gun on third. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Cousins to his big target. Reed and the Redskins have a first down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Cousins gives this to Pirine. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run again with Pirine. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On third down, Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
They run it here with Thompson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And now here come the Cowboys. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Elliott a first down and more. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped into the Redskins. How did they do? He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. A first down throw for Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. That'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. This one caught by Crowder. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First down. Here's Cousins. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. Buying time to his left. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Steps away to his left. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. Into the Redskins. Have it they do.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They toss to Pirine, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Cousins now. Well, this is brought in by Pryor. Touchdown, Washington. Terrell Pryor, 36 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That throw good for 4. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down, it's Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A first down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Williams loses the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach just...
And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Cousins now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Prescott on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bashaw Breeland. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Cousins a handoff. This is Pirine. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run it with P-Ryan, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's P-Ryan. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a carry for P-Ryan. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll throw again. Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here's Prescott being chased out left. He's got a man, complete. They'll get 32 yards there, and it'll be a Dallas first down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Prescott looks to throw on first. Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Try to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A toss play. Here's Pirine. And now running right through it. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Pirine stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw it is Cousins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.